Hello and thank you for joining us on the Tuesday edition of Journalist Hangout. I am Benga Oreshegun. Today on the program, ASU hails Governor Okpebholo for reinstating sacked university workers as Edo State helmsman, swears in 3 judges rejected by former Governor Obaseki. Catholic Archbishop of Sokoto Diocese, Reverend Father Matthew Kuka, expresses support for tax reform bills, says they will put an end to financial recklessness of the elites. Later on the show, House of Representatives pushes for independent candidacy in 2027 elections. I'll be hanging out with Babajide Kolade Otitoju. Journalist Hangout starts right now. Now let's begin the conversation. Let's begin with the new politics of governance or politics unfolding in Edo State, South Nigeria. Like a new broom that sweeps cleaner, the state governor Monday Okpebholo is bringing breath of fresh air to the state. The leadership of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, at the Ambrose Ali University, Epoma, has commended Governor Okpebholo for reinstating workers of the institution who were unlawfully disengaged under former Governor Godwin Obaseki's administration. The Secretary to the State Government, Umaru Ikilo, announced Governor Okpebholo's approval for the reinstatement of the sacked workers, describing it as a demonstration of his commitment to justice and the rule of law. In another display of goodwill, Governor Okpebholo swore in 3 judges who were initially rejected by Obaseki's administration. Now, the governor who supervised the swearing-in of the 3 judges at the Festival Hall in the Government House, Benin, said it is in fulfillment of his promise to look into the case and right the wrong. Okay.
As a judge of the State High Court, we expect to uphold high standard of conduct, ensure fair and free resolution, uphold rights of citizens, and bring corporate to justice. To this end, I hereby declare that the appointment of the 3 judges sworn in today take effect from 3rd of May 2025.
All right, let's bring the conversation right into the studio. Michael, Governor Monday Okpebholo, he seems to be on a mission to rewrite the wrongs of his. This is it not?
Yes, it's a good thing. I think it's a good day in Edo State. This governor has begun work, and he has shown that he's a new broom, just as indicated in the script. I still do not understand why, for example, I was looking at the second part of our topic, why former Governor Obaseki refused to swear in judges who had been cleared by the NJC. It is the duty of the NJC to
recommend.
Yes, they assess those judges and then send. It is not in your place. This sort of arrogance, I don't know what the problem is with some of our governors. Remember, Rotimi Amechi did the same thing. He recommended a chief judge to him because that was not the person that he liked. He refused to swear in that chief judge. He even shut down the judiciary. Yes. That somebody who wanted to become president of Nigeria. He shut down the judiciary in the state. Because Nigerians do not really remember, they don't, I don't want to say that Nigerians do not have a good sense of history, but a good number of our people do not really have a good sense of history. Something happens within a short time, it's all forgotten. But we remember that Amechi, in a demonstration of wickedness, shut down the judiciary in his state. So where is the separation of power if we not allow the judiciary to function in your state? Exactly. Just because you didn't like the choice of
The NJC.
the NJC. In the end, because power is transient anyway,
Sure.
the moment Wike became the governor of the state, that same person that I didn't want to see, Wike swore him in, became the chief judge. So how does the immediate past governor of Edo State explain why
He did not.
he did not swear in those judges? He just cherry-picked the ones that I wanted. Out of the 8 judges, he cherry-picked and then swore those one in. They were playing God. They were playing God. But today, are they still in power? Is Amechi in power? The answer is capital no. Is Obaseki in power?
Not.
The answer is
Capital no.
capital no. And once you leave power and someone else steps in, some of the nonsense that you did can be redressed. So if you sacked lecturers illegally, they are not going to take it lightly. They will take you to court. I'm happy that this governor promised to look at that issue.
Exactly.
He looked at the issue. Now, also is considering withdrawing the matter from court. So, nothing lost. In fact, there is a lot gained because justice, in my view, has been served by Governor Monday Okpebholo. He promised to do it, and he's promised to look into the matter, and he has looked into the matter, and he has taken a good decision. That is why ASU is happy with him. So you can then envisage that going forward, there will be a good and harmonious working relationship between the governor and Labour in the state if the governor continues to take this kind of action.
All right, right about now we have Mojid Jamiu joining us right here on John Lisanga. Mojid, it's so good to have you here. But looking at this conversation, why should a governor, who's now a former governor, sack lecturers who are demanding their payments owed? Is this not a democracy here?
Well, it's a democracy, and that's the beauty of it, to let you know that power is so transient, and that for governors who feel they are another god with a small g on heart, you only have a tenure of maximum 8 years.
Sure.
Look at all the atrocities committed by Obaseki now. It's been undone by Monday Okpebholo. Recall when he went to the State House of Assembly and removed the roof.
He wasn't the one.
No, sorry. No, that was the time he went there.
He wasn't the one.
No.
Just leave that one.
No, he went to the assembly in Edo, but he stopped some people from being sworn in.
That's a different matter.
Yeah,
somebody else removed roof. So
but no. See, for Obaseki, there are a catalogue of things he did that you want to wonder how a governor thinks he has all the powers in this world, like interfering in the judiciary. There are clear-cut distinctions between the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. You can't own everything. You can't have it all. You are the executive. You are supposed to have an interplay with the judiciary and the legislature. You want to, most governors want to have a say in who becomes speaker.
Yes.
That is understandable because, the majority of the House of Assembly is supposed to be from the governor's party in most instances. But in the case of the judiciary, it's an independent arm of government.
Sure.
The NJC recommends judges, and you refuse to swear them, to swear them in. I think it's just very wrong, and it's commendable that one of the things Okpebholo is doing on assumption of duty is to ensure that these judges are sworn in and they will resume duties. And they also did a fantastic job with it.
Talking about the judges, should personal bias, they also say lack of a godfather, be a reason for not swearing these judges in?
You see, there is a procedure for you to become a judge. You must have served about 12 years on the bar, as a lawyer, before you can be recommended. And it's not just as if you just emerge as as a judge, but the NJC will need to clear you based on recommendations from the state. It's on hierarchy. The state, there's a state arm of a judicial council which will recommend to NJC national, and it is the NJC national that will ratify this report. It's not as if even the states, the local judiciary in the state has the power to appoint. They recommend to the national in Abuja.
Exactly.
Yes, and the agency appoints, and the agency
look at seniority, especially in the matter of chief judge.
Yes. So, in most instances, we have seen governors who feel that I might not get a fair judgment from a particular judge and will refuse to swear him in. It is very wrong. It's quite absurd.
You said that this matter has happened before. You mentioned that. Well, how can we stop these governors from doing something like based on personal bias?
Remember, Bukola Saraki sent the chief judge of the state then, Justice Lelu Habib, sent her packing. She went to court, she pursued the matter, and she eventually won. But by the time she won her case, it was already too late. The whimsical nature of our judicial process, it was already too late. Because you do not have the power as a governor to sack a judge.
Exactly.
You do not have the power as a governor to suspend a judge. If a judge has done something wrong, you have to refer his matter to the NJC. But that's a different arm of government. But if you now suspend and you now decided, okay, let's swear in the person who is next. It happened in Ekiti now. And the person who agreed to take that position, you know how many years he suffered?
Yeah, almost 10 years.
You can't do that. It's not in your place as a governor to remove a judge. Who do you think you are? Or what do you think you are, as the white people appropriately say it? Or what do you think of yourself? I think that's the best way they won't say it. Now remove a judge. You can't do that. Or you insist that, okay, because I'm the governor of the state, okay, this person is my choice. You must agree with my choice. Oh, you want to do the job of the executive as well as the judiciary? Yeah. Why didn't you make yourself governor? The judiciary made you governor. Yeah, they even went beyond what you asked for to say, go ahead, swear him in. To teach Obasanjo a lesson that impunity does not pay. But Rotimi Amechi conveniently forgot that those were the people who made him governor. And he was fighting the same NJC people who went above what he demanded for, above the relief that he sought, to say, go ahead, parties own the votes, swear him in as governor. And they chased away Celestine Omehia and made you governor. You conveniently forgot all that. And you were fighting them over the choice of CJ, something that is not in your place. You do not have the power. But when people become governor, they look at the entire state. Oh, all of the 44 states in Kano State, I preside over them. They then see themselves as the state. Louis XVI, who called himself, they say, Lestat c'est moi. I am the state. All powers are concentrated in me. There are many Louis XVI
in
Nigeria today that we call governors, who believe that all powers are concentrated in them. You know? So we need to constantly remind governors that, look, their powers are limited. Your tenure is limited. No matter who you are at a given time, one day you will be yesterday's man.
True.
Whether you like it or not, you will be yesterday's man. And some of the powers that you used to wield, you will not be able to wield those powers. In fact, if they were helping you to carry your bag, we will see you on the queue on your own. It happens. People that Olunloyo called X this, X that. You know, in 1983, he was at an event. I said, I've seen so many X this, X that here. You know that Baba now with his mouth. I know. No?
Should we be doing something about, should we try to tinker with the Constitution? The Constitution is the grand norm, you know.
You know, we have the laws. People choose not to obey.
That is it.
If people choose to exceed their powers, what can you do? And they have immunity.
There are clear-cut definitions of, there are clear-cut demarcations between the powers of the three tiers of government.
I don't think the governors need to be reminded of this.
They don't need to be reminded. They don't even have to be reminded. These are clear-cut powers. I mean, you shouldn't even, you can even, I mean, you should not, the judiciary is a place you should not even tinker with. Whoever becomes, that's why you have to recommend three people. The law does not say recommend just one, especially in the case of a chief judge of a state. Recommend three. The NJC picks one. In most cases, the most senior. And some people will say, no, I don't. Some governors will say, no, I don't agree, because I don't like his face, or he has soft spot for a particular.
Godfather.
So, it shouldn't be.
All right, let's move straight to our next conversation. The fireworks ignited over the tax reform bills have continued to flare nationwide.